Excuse me, is it 8 minutes or 6 minutes?
No, it's 8 minutes, it's changed it.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I have a dilemma.
Oh.
I have a dilemma. Okay? Now what you're going to hear over the next few minutes is me just kind of musing through this, trying to work through whether my dilemma has a solution to it. Now most dilemmas involve some sort of decision. So it's between a rock and a hard place. Sometimes it's described as being between the devil and the deep blue sea. And if there's something horrible involved, other than the devil and the deep blue sea, it's out of the frying pan, into the fire. Well, my dilemma I like to describe as an ugly, mean, green, slimy, goblin-type creature about so big. And he lives in my head. Right? And when I go to dilemma, what he does is he jumps from one side to the other. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes. Before I know it, I'm absolutely off my head. I don't know what the hell's going on, you know. Anyway, my dilemma is actually age-related. Okay, it's age-related. Because last year, I hit the barrier. The big 4-decade barrier, the big 4-0. I have now become a 40-something. Okay? Now, it's obligatory. In fact, they make films about it. I've seen instruction manuals. When you hit 40, you go through a midlife crisis. And I think I'm doing that now. I am going through a midlife crisis. I swear, it is actually happening here. Because I am now actually going to that point now where I'm thinking, why? What am I here for? Is it to walk the dog? Is it to put food on the table? Why am I here? Now, I've got to avoid theology, but I'm going to jump in there a little bit anyway. But anyway, this is my dilemma. I'm really confused here. I hit 40 odd, and I'm really confused now. But I'm actually also, the dilemma is this. I'm just wondering whether I really want to know why. I really want to know why. Because surely there are occasions where ignorance really is bliss. I'll give you an example, okay? I'll give you an example, okay? Last year, lovely, relaxing, family holiday. Me and the wife. And the kids. Anyway, it was in the Mediterranean. And there's a couple of things I love about the Mediterranean. One of them is, you know when you get off the plane, it's like this force field of air. You go from the cold to the hot. It just sort of hits you. It just sort of, to me, that is the moment that you're actually out on holiday. Okay, and obviously the sun hits you, if it's in the day, obviously it's dark, it's not going to happen, but if it hits you, you get the sun, the heat, and it's that Mediterranean feeling, it's brilliant. The other thing about the Mediterranean is the food. Oh, the food. I love Mediterranean food. Their salads, I mean, they have tomatoes that are like, you know, they're like the size of footballs, some of these things. And they have flavours. They're not like these green Tesco things that have been drawn out throughout the whole year. You know, they're lovely. They're flavoursome. They're crunchy on the outside, soft in the middle. You know, and the lettuce and everything else. The salad's absolutely beautiful. And the meat dishes they do. The Mediterranean meat dishes, absolutely lovely. I'm starting to feel hungry now. The gravy. Anyway, we're going out for this meal, alright? Mediterranean, lovely, going out for this meal. And I'm sat down there, and the wife is sat there, and the kids are there, and the wife orders a Mediterranean salad, the full works, and it's lovely, and it comes out absolutely pile. Being a man, I'm having like a meat dish, so I'm having this lovely exotic lamb sort of casserole stew thing. It's absolutely fantastic. And the kids are having fish fingers and chips. It's true, isn't it? It's just crazy, isn't it? British pub. Anyway, fish fingers and chips. I'm also sat there tucking in, alright? I can't wait, I'm in their hands, you know, grease coming down the middle of the whole shebang, yeah? It suddenly goes quiet. I look, just, I was saying, and the wife has stopped eating. And she looks up, puts a knife and fork down, she looks up at me. I'm drinking. And she said, I can't eat this. I said, why? And she turned the plate around to me. And there, poking its head out from underneath one of the salad leaves, was this slug. Don't make a fuss now, don't upset the kids with their fish fingers. Right, get the waiter over, excuse me. Yeah. Waiter comes over. This is a slug. Oh my gosh, he was really upset, really upset. Anyway, he's looking at this. And then he moves up the lettuce leaf and he says, oh, there's only half the slug. At which point, the wife would have beaten anybody in the 100-metre Olympics this year by getting to the toilet, because she just went full. I think she was coaching to that point, yeah? But that was, although it was the truth, maybe it was a little bit more than we needed to know. You know? Maybe in this case, ignorance would have been bliss. So back to my dilemma, alright? What is it all for? Why are we here? Now, I know that at the end of the day, curiosity doesn't always kill the cat, alright? The scientists have made some fantastic discoveries that have helped us improve as a society. We really have. Medicines, a whole shebang. You have these astrologers now, they're peering into the night sky, they're using technology that's going around the planet, all sorts of stuff, and they're peering back. But they're not actually looking at the planets. What they're looking at is they're looking at history. They're looking back, not just millions of years, but billions of years, to the origin of sort of everything. It's a really weird concept. You know, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get closer and closer to the all-time beginning. And you have the other side, where they're looking at everything so small to try and find out what everything is actually made of. You know, they're looking so, I mean, they're spending billions of pounds. They might be looking billions of years behind, but they're spending billions of pounds trying to find out what everything is made of. Now this is my dilemma, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm going through a crisis. Okay? I'm questioning why. What is my purpose? And I have to admit that I have actually come, over the last few minutes, I actually have come to believe that in this case, I feel ignorance is actually bliss. Because I'm not sure I'd like my scientists to lift up that lettuce leaf and find only half a slug.